But what people really seem to enjoy is people who don't do that. People seem to really enjoy people who just work at being a better person and being better at life. You can learn a lot from someone about how much attention they spend on other people's failures, how much time they spend pointing out other people's failures, and how little time they spend reflecting on their own. I'll be the first guy, if I fuck up, if I get angry at something I shouldn't have got angry with, I pride myself in calling myself out. Because a lot of people have a hard time defining themselves. They define themselves by failure because they failed. But I'm like, you're not your failures, you're you. Okay, your life is a series of lessons you've learned. Now, if you just dwell on the failures, like that's not healthy. It's not smart and it's not empowering. What you got to do is look at those failures and go, well, now you know what not to do. But you're not that. You're you. You could have done the stupidest fucking shit ever, but it's not you. That's not you. You're a different thing. You're the being that's experiencing all these failures. And if you know that they're ups, then you've learned. Okay? If you repeat them over and over again, well, then I can't talk to you. I mean, that's the bright side of tragedy. So when you come through it, you really will have an appreciation for the moments without tragedy. You don't really feel it unless unless life burns you. You don't really feel it. Understand that you can struggle and you can realize that sometimes when things are really hard to do, you think, oh my God, I gotta stop doing this. But once you do it and you complete it, you have a satisfaction, this sense of satisfaction that you did something really difficult that is irreplaceable. I think the idea that's important is action. Do things.
Yes.
Actually do things. To procrastinate and sit around and debate things forever before anything gets done, yeah, there's a proper balance though of enough action and enough thinking. That's what I like about physical pursuits, man. You find out who the fuck you are. You find out whether or not you're that person who can keep going, whether you're that person who is consistent. So many people, they start off like, I'm gonna run a mile a day, and they run a mile a day for a couple weeks and they fuck off. It's consistency. This showing up when you don't want to show up, forcing yourself to do things you don't want to, but then reaping the rewards. I think also stepping away from the hum of civilization is good too, because whether we like it or not, we're caught up in the hum of civilization in a way that it's almost impossible to measure. It's happening to you if you're in traffic. It's happening to you when you're around large groups of people. There's a constant inundation of input from other folks. And when you're in the woods, one of the first things that you realize, especially when you sit down and you look out over a large ridge and valleys, you see the mountains behind it, you realize this stuff doesn't give a fuck about me.
Right.
It's been here long before me. It'll be here long after I'm gone.
Perspective.
Yeah. It's the ultimate perspective enhancer. And, it's just, you just look around, you just see these things that are out here hustling. Just birds looking for shit to eat, and animals looking to eat a bird, and and then other birds flying around looking for animals that are eating on the ground. It's crazy. It's something that if you're not accustomed to it, it's not a normal experience for you. When you get out there and you soak it all in, and you are in the forest and you are in nature, it's very humbling, very humbling. It just puts it in perspective. Like, you're just a part of this insanely huge ecosystem, and these cities and this this unnatural thing that we've created that we really haven't adjusted to yet. It's not good to spend that much time in that, because also you can get caught up in the way everybody else thinks, and they're not always necessarily thinking a way that's beneficial for you or for them.